Well, we are here at Fort James Jackson. The Savannah River is behind me. To this direction is the city of Savannah, and this way is the Atlantic Ocean. So when we talk about the early history of Georgia, we really can't talk about that without talking about Georgia's barrier islands. There are 14 barrier islands that count as the outer barrier islands for Georgia. Coastlines generally have barrier islands, so they go all the way down the east coast of the United States along the coastline. Georgia's barrier islands are sometimes called the Golden Isles or the Sea Islands, and geographically they're made of sand and they have sand ridges, and they're constantly being changed by wind and water. So tides, storms, and something like that will change the shape of those islands, but they will always be there sort of protecting the coastline from weather and from erosion. They generally are separated from the mainland by about 4 to 6 miles of salt marsh, and sometimes that can include woods, like marine woods, things like that. And they're pretty diverse as well. Like some islands will have more sandy beach and other islands will have more woods, just depending on the location and how the weather is in those areas. Now, the barrier islands here in the southern United States, especially ones by Florida and sort of the southern Georgia barrier islands, in the early days before European colonization, you're going to have Native Americans living there. Generally, in the northern part of Georgia, or what is now Georgia, you would have Muskogee-speaking creeks and then Timucuan-speaking creeks as you move further south. Now, as early as the 16th century, there is a Spanish colonization in the barrier islands. They use it for mission work, and they do spread a Catholic religion there to the Native Americans, but it's also a way for them to sort of bring the native peoples into Spanish colonialism. So there's a little bit of a conflict between the Spanish and the English a little bit later on.